This man got her pregnant, stole her phone, locked himself in her bedroom to call her current boyfriend and tell him the news. Oh, and by the way, he never even wanted to be with her in the first place. This is Takumi, a man that's so manipulative that by the end of the show, you almost forget all the wild stuff he did. Almost. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most toxic relationships in Nana, and the crazy thing is, when I first watched this show, I didn't even see it coming. The biggest question I kept asking myself the whole time was, why did Nana choose him of all people? Because the red flags were all there in plain sight. So why did she stay? The more I thought about it, the more I realized that Nana chose Takumi because he gave her something that she wanted even more than love. To truly understand what it is that made Nana stay with Takumi, we gotta get familiar with Nana Komatsu. She's the type of person who falls in love damn near instantly. You could see it early on with Shoji, who's her boyfriend for about like 30 seconds. Nana wanted their relationship to be perfect, but it was very, very far from it. She moved all the way to Tokyo just to be near him. She imagined a life and built her future around him. And how does he repay her? By cheating on her with her arch nemesis. This breakup shattered Nana's confidence, and honestly, can you really blame her? He slowly pushed her away for weeks while secretly linking up with his coworker. If the person I planned my entire future around could leave just like that, what does that say about me? If I couldn't even tell that my relationship was falling apart right under my nose, how could I even trust myself to pick the right partner? After things ended with Shoji, Nana stopped looking for love. She started looking for reassurance instead. Somebody to tell her she's worth choosing, even with all of her baggage. Someone who makes her feel easy to love. Someone who sees right through her. And that's what leads her directly into the arms of the Demon Lord. At this point, Nana's at her wit's end. She came to Tokyo to be closer to Shoji, and now that he's gone, there's this void in her heart, so she tries her best to move on. Goes back home with her family, watches her favorite band in her hometown, chills with her friends. She even tries actually working at her desk job. But of course, none of that does her any good because it's not about Shoji anymore. Nana wants to be chosen. Nana Osaki loves Nana Komatsu. It's interesting because she sees Nana K as the one who needs saving. She even gave her the nickname Hachi. Most people already know Hachi is the dog's name, but there's another sneaky detail though. In Japanese, Nana means 7 and Hachi means 8. We get introduced to Nana K first, but for some reason, Nana O gets to keep the name Nana, and Nana K becomes Hachi. To the point where almost every character and even most fans of the show, even the names of the episodes call her Hachi to distinguish between her and Nana O. It's subtle, but it says a lot about their relationship, and it says a lot about how people view Nana K. Especially since Nana K rejects that nickname at first. She doesn't even like it. Even though they're good friends, we still see that energy between them slowly turn into owner and pet. And the whole Hachi thing is just a small part of that. And there's one person who comes into Nana K's life and takes that to the extreme. And the irony is, he never even calls her Hachi. He doesn't care who he has to go through to get to her. He gives her everything she could have asked for and 10 times that. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Takumi is a player. Nana knows it. Trapnest knows it. Everyone knows it. Nana wants to tell herself that this is just some short-term thing, little summer fling, no strings attached. But the problem is, Nana falls in love before she knows it. And Takumi gives her the pieces she's been missing ever since Shoji broke her heart. Attention, validation, reassurance, acceptance. Someone is finally choosing her. Kinda, sorta. Takumi understands exactly what Nana wants to hear. And none of that is what makes Takumi a villain. The story could have ended here and he would have just been another charming rock star. But the real tragedy is what happens after Nana trusts him with her future. Everything was exactly how Nana imagined it would be. Exciting and passionate, bro. Takumi came and went whenever he wanted, and Nana convinced herself that she was okay with that. Because honestly, I mean, what else could she expect? It's Takumi. There was never supposed to be a future here. But then one day, Nana realized she was pregnant. Up until this point, Nana could pretend she didn't need answers. She could enjoy the moments, ignore the uncertainty, tell herself she'd figure it out later. But Nana finding out she was pregnant took the idea of later away. Now, every question she's been avoiding demands an answer. And all of her choices from this moment forward don't just affect her, they also affect the life of her future child. And everybody has something to say about Nana's situation, but ironically, the only one with a plan is Takumi himself. Where everyone else saw a crisis, Takumi saw a decision that had already been made. That's what Nana has been looking for since we first met her. Shoji shattered that dream of the perfect boyfriend. A man who truly loves her for who she actually is. Maybe that guy isn't actually out there. But you know what is out there? A rich and famous rock star who can provide her and her children with stability. Nana looked so far into the future that she didn't see all the bridges she was burning. Is it really all her fault though? Because Takumi wasn't just some smooth guy who knew how to make her feel good. Takumi is a wealthy, powerful man who is willing and able to do anything to get what he wants. Once she got pregnant with his child, she put her future in his hands. Takumi understands that when Nana feels overwhelmed, she doesn't want to be the one to make the tough decisions. She wants someone to come in and tell her everything's gonna be okay. And Takumi does that. But every time he reassures her, he takes more control. He doesn't ask Nana what she wants before calling Nobu. He doesn't give her space to explain herself. He locks the door, takes her phone, and decides how the most important conversation of her life is gonna go down. Takumi is taking ownership of Hachi from this moment forward. Now Nobu, he gave Nana what she wanted emotionally. But where Nobu fulfilled a want, Takumi fulfilled a need. And it's that idea that made Takumi feel like he was completely in control of the situation. And here we get to one of the most disturbing scenes in Nana. Nana K and Takumi have a conversation with Nana O about them getting married. Nana O obviously doesn't really like this, but Takumi kind of just bulldozes through the conversation, and then he takes Nana K into the room. Takumi gets a text message from Reira, one of his bandmates, and she's like, "Hey, I finished a song, come through, I'm ready." Takumi kind of flips this switch in his mind. He gets really aggressive, and then he starts to force himself on Nana K. Nana K is clearly uncomfortable. She's pregnant, she's going through a lot of things emotionally. She doesn't want it right now. Not to mention, her friend is right there in the other room. But Takumi, because he sees Nana K as dependent on him, he feels like he owns her, so he completely disregards all of her boundaries. So, again, that question from the beginning, why did Nana K choose Takumi? She felt like she had no other choice. There was no one around her more powerful, more assertive than Takumi. No one who could take control of Nana K's life better than she could. She chose to keep that baby. She wasn't going to terminate the pregnancy. She actually ended up telling Takumi, "Hey, look, I don't mind being a single mother. We don't have to be together." And when Takumi realized that she was actually okay with doing that, that's when he said, "Actually, let's get married." So you see what he does? Whenever Nana K tries to separate herself from him, he pushes a little bit further. Takumi was not the best man or the healthiest relationship choice for Nana. Takumi was just the option that offered the most certainty. Nobu definitely offered her love, but there was also a lot of risk there. There was ambiguity, and there was more and more decisions that Nana had to trust herself to make. That certainty that Takumi gave was comforting precisely because Nana doesn't trust herself anymore. She trusts in Takumi more than she trusts her own judgment. Her decision makes emotional sense, but it's not some empowered decision. And that's the reality for a lot of young women, a lot of young people in general, where you have a kid. Because as I said before, your life isn't just your own anymore. Now you have the responsibility of raising and nurturing an entire human being. The real tragedy of this is that the person who made her feel the safest was also the same person capable of controlling her. And he shows that even before they get married. So sometimes people don't choose the person they love the most. Sometimes they choose the future that's the least likely to collapse. They choose the easiest option. They choose the path of least resistance because it makes the most sense to them. I feel that Nana is very jaded, especially in the later half. You see that bubbly personality really die down, and she kind of loses all her friends, and she burns a lot of bridges. And that's what happens when you choose somebody like Takumi, because now Takumi is in complete control of Nana's entire lifestyle. It's not like she can exist in these two worlds at the same time anymore. And it's not just that. Everyone knows that Takumi is borderline abusive and controlling, but no one says anything about it. And I think that's another big issue, but that's also the reality of the situation. Nana's lack of stability made certainty itself more valuable. Takumi came through with money, housing, responsibility, and an immediate plan at the exact moment that Nana's life was collapsing. But the irony of this all is that he plays a part in her collapse and in her stability. That's what makes it so difficult for Nana to leave. That's why she chose him. Because it's not as simple as just he was the best guy, so I'm gonna stay with him, or he's the worst guy ever, so I'm gonna leave him. Takumi is both, and that's the true tragedy of their relationship. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. If you made it this far, drop a flower emoji in the comments, alright? And if you want more of my thoughts, if you want behind the scenes, you know, all different types of stuff that I don't post here on YouTube, make sure you check out the Patreon. Subscribe to hear me talk about your next favorite anime, and with that, I'm out of here.